trees, a victim of pure imagination. So sweet how I rise above the sky before your eyes. Imagine me above the trees, a victim of pure imagination. So sweet how I rise above the sky before your eyes. I can picture me telling my little bro that it's twisting time and searching frantic till I find my line of twisting time to pass it off so he can fire up and super sticky so we can start the process of getting super lifted. I highly doubt that we could help me eye to eye. Right now, my reach, meet me in open skies, higher than the past on earth, but that's my favorite line. And OG Cushion, Hindu, all my favorite kind. I gotta smoke daily, that's my form of therapy. Stress to kill a motherfucker, I can't let it hurt me. They say what make you laugh, the same thing will make you cry, which make it hard to see, and I can't see me saying bye. What up, my guys? On to another show, man. What's this? Tuesday, NBA Talk with Jay, NBA Cup Talk with Jay as well, man. Obviously, always trying to get some cash, man. I do want to share a quick story with you guys, man. Something I was thinking about last night, man. Just quick little story. I remember this was maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, man. One of these guys I went to high school with, his name's Dion. That's not his real name, but I'll say his name was Dion, man. I remember he used to like, if you guys know, like some of these scammers and shit, they'll have a bunch of money, all this type of stuff, man. But regardless of how he was getting the money, I just remember him calling me. I was like, man, I got everything I want. You know what I'm saying? I got everything I need and want, man. Had a Charger, Challenger, 2 key fobs on this key. You know what I'm saying? Going to the store, getting 3 big ass TVs and shit at a time. Talking about he got a house, all this, man. I just remember him calling me. We're about 5 years out of high school. He was just like, man, I got everything I want, everything I got, everything I need. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at myself, looking at my own situation. Like I was happy for him, but I'm looking at my own situation like, damn, I don't have everything I want. I don't have, I probably have everything I need, but I was still working a job, just started betting. And I just remember thinking to myself, man, I gotta level up. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't compete with anybody, compare myself with anybody, but I was just looking at myself within, like I really have to step my game up and really, not because of what he's doing, but just because I wasn't really satisfied with where I was at in life. You know what I mean? So not even comparing my life to his, but I feel like I needed to do more. I feel like I could really take myself somewhere with the sports betting. Like I said, I was still working a regular job. I was still betting on sports as well, just wasn't doing that well. But that was one of the most motivating things for me, like in my whole life. You see what I'm saying? So I am really easily motivated. I could see a movie and get motivated. But with my guy stunting on me like that, that was just a sign to me that I really had to level up. And now I believe that we're there. And I'm still not comfortable. We still going. We still trying to do even more. But I can say that, yeah, I'm one of the big dogs now. I can say that. You see what I'm saying? So, but we never comparing ourselves. We're never competing with anybody else, matching our lifestyles with anybody else, pocket watching anybody else. You see what I'm saying? If anything, look within yourself and make sure you're happy with where you're at in life. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter, I'm trying to have more money than this person or more shit or all this materialistic stuff. It's all about yourself. How do you feel with yourself, man? So just wanted to share a little story with y'all. See what I'm saying? There was definitely one of the things that's motivated me the most in my life. My guy literally stunned on me. You see what I'm saying? But I'll never go back and stun on somebody else. It's just I'm never stooping to that level. You see what I'm saying? But we there now. You see what I'm saying? But with that being said, let's get straight to it and let's try to make some more money today. It's all love. I love you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Feeling a little under the weather, but we still about to power through the show. We still have money to get. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get straight to it here, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's try to get some cash today. Let's go over here to the streets of Cleveland in this one, man. Cavs getting 16, land 16. They're definitely not getting 16. They're land 16 points versus the Wizards in this game. Let me see. There's some scenarios that I want to share here. Let me see. So we're going to the East. Let me see here. So with the Cavs, let me see. Fuck. I had it somewhere, man. I think the Cavs need to blow them out or something like that. I'm sorry, guys. I had this somewhere on this one thing that I have. Y'all have it in the chat, man. Y'all post it up. But this is not a game that I have a ton of on, to be perfectly honest with you. But I do believe that the Cavs need to win this game by as much as possible to try to make that the Cub. Let me see. I gotta look this shit up now, bro. Let me see.
I gotta look it up now because I don't want to give y'all misinfo. I don't have a play on this game. Not gonna lie to you. I want to take Pistons. I want to take Wizards first half plus 10.5. That's what I think is a good look here. So let me just go over to. So I got it pulled up now. This is Western Conference. Now I just need to see. Now I need to see the Eastern Conference. Just give me 1 second. I promise you, I'm gonna be there, man. Just bear with me. We trying to get this cash. You feel me? NBA Cup. Come on now, y'all bullshit. Fuck. I did not feel good, man. I developed a little cough and shit, man. All right, I can't find this shit. I have the West that's up right now, but for the East, I can't find it right now for some reason. I'm not even about to spend too much time on this shit. But I know for this game, they say somebody think that the Cavs is out. I don't really think so, man. I don't know. Regardless of that, cup game or not, I mean, you don't really want to be betting on the Wizards. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm wasting a little bit too much of your time, man. You don't really want to be betting on the Wizards, honestly. But first, we have seen somebody they're saying that Cavs are eliminated. That's what they're saying. They're saying that the Cavs are eliminated. Both of them are out. So that's probably why I can't find shit. But regardless of that. So obviously you got the Cavs here. They're coming off a huge win versus the Celtics right now. The Wizards are not a great team. This is definitely the worst team in NBA, in my opinion. What I've been noticing, they will try to come out with some fight first quarter, first half. That's the only time they're coming out with fight. Third, fourth quarter, they're getting fucking smoked. But at least for that first half, just the way I'm looking at this game, I'm not going to spend too much time. I lean Wizards first half plus 10.5. Obviously, it's a ton of points to be laying in the first half as well. Could the Cavs do it? You're damn right. But I think this is one more where the Cavs just kind of weigh on his boys. After the third or fourth quarter, that's when they really just start to smack them up. But for the first half, I lean Wizards first, lean Wizards plus 10.5, but I'm not getting there. I'm not betting it. That's just I try to give you guys looks on the game. Obviously, this is a huge spread. We've seen the Cavs somewhat come back down to earth. I think that 10.5 in the first half, like that's a huge number there to be laying. I know they're at the house, but they're coming off a huge win. If I had to make a play on this game, I would take Wizards first half plus 10.5. Let's go over here to Charlotte in this one, man. Hornets getting 4.5 points at the house versus Sixers. No LaMelo Ball. I believe the Hornets are 2-0 against the spread since not having LaMelo Ball. They have gotten owned by the Sixers. So the Hornets have actually been balling. So they've lost 5 straight games. They've lost 7 of the last 8 and 8 of the last 10, but they've covered 3 straight. They've covered 6 of the last 7. They've covered 7 of the last 9 games. So for us bettors, they've been covering the spread. Now, this spot here for Philly, obviously both of these teams are knocked out of the cup. The Sixers are sitting at 4-14 on the year, which is crazy. They are coming off a win versus the Pistons. I believe, yeah, we was on the Sixers, and I went live from the car for that one, man. So they got Maxey, they got Paul George back as well. They're 3-7 straight up and 3-7 against the spread last 10. You could argue that the Hornets are playing better basketball. I don't want the Hornets here without LaMelo. I'm sorry. I think that they caught the Hawks napping. They caught the Knicks napping the last game of a road trip, ready to get back to the house. Hawks are kind of like you never know what you're going to get from a Hawks team as well. But this particular spot, I do lean to the Sixers in this spot. I'm not laying the points with them, but I do think this is a spot where they can try to at least get on a little 2-game win streak here. I think it would be their first 2-game win streak of the season here. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Sixers were able to win and cover this game. They are without both of their centers, Joel Embiid and Drummond, but you still got Yabusele, however you say cuz name. But yeah, I'm not really sure who's gonna be the center out there. I mean, I guess they got Bona that's coming off the bench. He might not be too bad for him, but yeah, Yabusele is gonna have to start in this one. So Kentucky, I'm looking at his rebounds. He's gonna be their main center, but it's actually not too bad of a matchup for them not to have their centers. The Hornets don't really have a center as well. I believe they might get Mark Williams back or something like that today. It's very possible, but I mean, he's gonna be super rusty as hell too. So this is just one where I feel like the wings for the Sixers can overpower the wings for the Hornets here. They don't. The Hornets don't have two or three of their main guys in this one. That's obviously LaMelo. He's half the fucking team, guys. LaMelo is half the team. I'm telling you that right now, man. So you were without LaMelo, you're without Miles Bridges, you're without Trey Mann. That's like a good 2/3 of like where your main scoring is going to come from. Brandon Miller is the last guy that's in there that's like a microwave scorer. So you know what that means? You put someone like Oubre or someone or Brandon Miller or double team him, get the ball out of his hands, make the rest of the team beat you. If I was a coach, that's what I would do. Let's double, triple team Brandon Miller and let's make the rest of the team beat us. That's going to be the path to the Sixers' success here. Shut down Brandon Miller. Make sure he doesn't go for 35, 40. The Sixers will win this game. I actually think it's pretty simple, to be perfectly honest with you, man. So they're just starting to run out of scoring options there. This is a spot where the Sixers should win and cover this game. Am I going official on it? Hell no. But I do think the Sixers win this game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won by 5 or more as well. No one's going to believe in them. No one's going to want the Sixers. But just remember, without LaMelo Ball, the Hornets, remember, when you're without your main player, you can do it for a game or two. After that, it starts to be like, all right, now teams, you know what I'm saying? Now you know, like, all right, damn, we without them. So that's just something that I'm looking at. I don't want the Hornets without LaMelo Ball. Let's go over here to Detroit, man. Pistons getting 4. This is something I know for sure that the Pistons, this could be possibly a win-win for both teams. This could possibly be a win-win for both teams. So the Pistons can't lose this game by more than 4 points if they want to make the cut. First off, whoever wins, they're going to Vegas. Simple. If the Bucks lose this, if the Pistons lose by 4 or less, like if they lose by 4 or less, then they can get the. If they win, then they go to Vegas. But if they lose by 4 or less, they'll still get the wild card. The Bucks don't even have to win this game. If they win, they're going to. I do know this for sure. If the Bucks win, they're going to Vegas. If they lose by less than 5, they get the wild card. You know what I'm saying? So they probably won't have the little home court. The little home court or something like that, or they're in the semifinals or some shit like that, man. But regardless of that, this is the scenario. Bucks can lose this game by 5 and they're still in the semifinals. So I'm saying, so I feel like this could be a win-win for both teams here, which you don't really see. So I'm saying, so if the Pistons were able to win this game by 1 through 4, both of these teams would be in the semifinals. And then just the fact that it's a win-win for both teams, I have to take the Pistons here, man. I have to. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to lie to you. I want the 4. I want the 4. I know there's 3s, 3.5s out there. I want the 4 just in case, because like I say, that's the point where they can't lose by more than 4. They can't. They're out. All this shit they've done 3-0, and none of it matters if they lose by more than 4. So I specifically want Pistons plus the 4. I gave it to you last night. If you watched the little 6-minute show, I like Pistons here plus the 4. If you have to buy it up, like buy up a half point, I would say do it in this particular spot. I'd never say that, but in this particular game, I want the 4 or I'm off the game. I mean, if you have to take 3, 3.5, I'm not going to talk you off. I think the Pistons could possibly win this game outright, man. I really do think that it's very possible, guys. So I like the Pistons. Cade's coming back here. We saw that Giannis had a little stomach illness or something like that. Didn't practice yesterday. I hope he leave the game and have to go to the bathroom. I hope he, you know what I'm saying, his stomach get the rumbling and he like, you know what, I cannot make it back into the game. I sorry, Dame, you're gonna have to take over. I ate some bad sushi the other night and it's just not agreeing with my stomach right now. So I still want to make the cup. I want to get to 500,000 for the young players. I don't need the money. I have plenty of money, but I would still like the 500,000 too. But I ate something bad and I cannot complete the game right now. So Dame, it's going to be all on you. We've owned the Pistons. Maybe we owe the Pistons a win here. You know, we beat them 10 straight times. But my stomach is not feeling well right now. But regardless of that, like the Pistons here, they've been losing to Milwaukee, teetering on a win versus Milwaukee as well. Now the Bucks are starting to get hot. They hadn't really beat any world beaters. I mean, shit, they did beat the Heat as 3-point underdogs with no Giannis. It's 5.5-point underdogs. Other than that, Wizards, Hornets, Pacers, Bulls. That was a nice win by the Rockets, game winner Dame. You know what I'm saying? But they've beaten some tough teams, but a lot of those teams are not really like respectable in my opinion, man. So you look at the last time these two teams played. Detroit was on a back-to-back, coming off of a cup win as well. Then they faced the Bucks. Took them to overtime. Ended up losing that game by 7. They were about to beat the Bucks outright. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that the Pistons are teetering on getting a win versus the Bucks. Cade, like they have the guys that can match up well with these guys, man. So try your best to run Brook Lopez ass off the floor, his slow ass, man. But if Giannis is not 100%, got the BGs, the bubble guts, might have to go hit the bathroom or something. If he's not 100% or not like have all his fluids, you know what I'm saying? Like all his like hydrated, you see what I'm saying? This could be a tough one because Giannis is the main matchup nightmare for the Pistons. Without him, like they can match up a real across the board other than Giannis. Giannis, I keep it honest. He's a horrible matchup for a lot of teams. You can't stop him. You see what I'm saying? So, but regardless to that, I'm on Pistons here plus the 4. I said all that to say I'm on Pistons plus a 4. And as long as they lose this game by less than 4 or win, then they're in there like swimwear. And I think that they get in there. Now let's go just straight to Toronto in this one, man. Raptors getting 2.5 at the house versus the Pacers here. I like the way this line is going, man. I took Pacers minus 1.5, money line, all that. I'd still take money line. I'd still take 2.5. I think the Pacers win this game by double digits. I know that they hadn't been playing their best basketball. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be like they lost by 24 to the Pistons. Now, that was a cup game. Pistons were turned up. I mean, we was on the Pistons in that way, you know what I'm saying? But they were turned up for that. The Pistons have been turned up for those cup games. So I don't really discredit the Pacers too much for that. Now, the game versus Memphis, I hate it. They came out hot, and I'm taking Pacers first half and full game. That's what I'm doing. They came out hot, was up 19 in the first quarter versus the Grizzlies, man. We're only leading by 6 at the half. We know that the Grizzlies really ball out the house. Like, this team is balling right now. They were just too much. They just overpowered the Pacers. The Pacers weren't really making any shots and shit. They needed TJ McConnell to save them and stuff. So in this particular spot, I think the Pacers are the ones that's a much better shot-making team here. The Raptors don't really have shooters like that, in my opinion. Grady Dick could possibly come back here, but I'm not worried about I'm not really too much worried about him. I think this is a spot where Siakam comes back to Toronto, wants this win. Obviously, he started his career there, played most of his career there. They already lost to this team earlier this year as well in Toronto. That was a game that the Pacers sat some guy. They sat Miles Turner like with a little cow sore. They thought this shit was gonna be easy. They thought fat meat wasn't greasy. See what I'm saying? They thought they was going in Toronto off of back-to-back. They were off of a couple. They were off a revenge spot versus Miami. They lost the first game versus Miami. Had to really step up in that second game. Gave it their all. Beat Miami in the second one. Then they flew to Toronto on a back-to-back, third game in 4 nights, right? Sat Miles Turner. They thought shit was going to be easy. Guess what? They lost 130-119. This time, I'm expecting the Pacers to have everybody. They got Nembhard back as well. I'm expecting Turner to play. I'm expecting these guys to be turned up. They've obviously been losing a few too many games. Like the Pacers starting off 9-12. That's a bad start for a team that was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. It's time to start going. We're through a fourth of the season already. It's time to stop BSing around. And this is a time to stop fucking around game for the Pacers, in my opinion, man. So they do owe me some money. Last game, like I said, I had them +8. They ended up losing the game by 15 after being up 19. That shit can't happen. They got to have a bad taste in their mouth. I think they come out hot once again, get the lead, and then I don't think that the Raptors have enough shooting like the Grizzlies to be able to bring this one back. So Raptors have defense. They're a grimy team. You know what I'm saying? They're actually playing a lot better than a 6-5, 6-15 team. They're 14-7 against the spread, but it's going to be 14-8 after today. I like the Pacers here. I'm taking them first half. I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't even taken the first half yet, but this is a spot that I want Pacers first half, and I want them full game as well. Let me just check to see what this first half is. First half is -1. Give it to me. Pacers, you know what? I'm going to take shit right now. I'm about to take shit right now. How about that? On the show. We about to get to the next game. Let me just log in real quick and put a little sum on these boys in the first half. And shit, I'm on the full game already. I like the way it's moving. I like that this line that I wake up. First thing I do when I get up, man, I'm checking the lines. Not the very first thing, but one of the first things I do is check the lines and see how far shit's moved. Pacers first half spread. Damn, it's 1.5 here, man. Where the ones at, cuz? Where the ones at? I'm gonna probably take it on Caesar or something. I mean, if it's ones out there, why would I take 1.5? Yeah, there's definitely ones out there, man. So I would take the -1. But I'll still put a little something on the 1.5. I ain't scared. Shit. I'm not fucking scared. Pacers about to come out here and smack these boys, man. Pacers bounce back J-spot, revenge game J-spot, possibly trifecta spot, all that. Give me the Pacers here, man. Like the Pacers. Let's go over to the streets of New York in this one. Knicks land 4.5 at the house versus the Magic. Magic will be good as long as they don't. Oh, the Philly line on the move. Somebody hitting Philly right now. That shit is just moved to 5 at a couple of sharp books. Just moved to 5, man. Somebody just smacked Philly, man. It could be some mobsters going to put some money on Philly. But Knicks, Magic, as long as they don't lose by 37 points, then they're in there. They've done so well in the cup with the point differential. They're in there like swimwear. So the Knicks do need to win to get in there, though. If I'm not mistaken, Knicks need to win. They need to win to get in. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't really have a good look for this. I wanted to take the Magic, honestly, but I was doing the podcast with my guy last night, and the way he likes the Knicks and the way he was breaking it down, that it's a must win spot for Knicks, and we know that the Knicks have the much more fluent offense as well. They have a much more finer tune machine on offense with Cat, with Jalen Brunson. We know that the Magic, they can struggle to score. How do they stay in the games? It's defense, right? Their main player, Franz Wagner. If you shut him down, it's going to be really hard. Like if they put OG Anunoby or Mikal Bridges on Franz Wagner or double team him, it's just like the Sixers game. If they stop Franz Wagner and hold him under 20 points, 25 points, I don't really see a pathway for the Magic to get in here, especially with them knowing that they're likely in anyway. I don't really like this spot. This shit. Somebody coming in on Circa just moved to Bucks -3 with Juice going to the Pistons, man. Some money starting to come in on some of these spots, man. But yeah, I don't really have a good look for this one. I wanted to take Magic, but he made some great points there. If the Knicks just lock down and shut down France, they can win this game by double digits rather easily there. And they definitely have the much more fluid offense with Brunson, with Cat, and then you never know when Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, when these guys are going to get going. Mikal Bridges as well, man. So Miles McBride coming off the bench campaign. So much better offense for the Knicks. I do think the Magic have the defensive edge. They have the toughness edge, in my opinion. But you shut down France, and I think that the Magic could go under their team total easily, and the Knicks could win this game easily. So I think it could be a little bit of an under game because the Magic, how are they going to stay in the game? They're going to have to play solid defense. They're off. They force turnovers and get out in transition. That's why the Magic play. They're gonna lock your ass down in the half court though. So I see this being a really defensive type of game, man. I think Magic team total under and possibly even full game under combined totals could possibly some really good looks here. But this is not a game that I bet. But if I was betting it, let me see what Magic team total under is. I would probably take Magic's team total under 105.5. That would probably be my play, or just the full game under as well, man. But I would slightly lean to the Knicks, but it's not a game I'm super comfortable about. Let's go over here to OKC. Thunder need to win this game by yeah, phone going crazy. Thunder land 13.5 at the house versus the Jazz. I mean, the Jazz aren't a real basketball team, man. The Thunder could do whatever the hell they want here. I do think that the Thunder have to win by as many points as possible. It's some shit like that. Like they need to win. All right, so I do have the West pulled up right here. So for the Thunder, let's go here. So Thunder they clinched the group with the win and a Spurs loss. So if they just win the game, period, the Spurs lose, and they clinch the group. They'll clinch the wild card spot if they win. Portland lost, Dallas lost. I'm not reading all that shit. If they win and the Spurs lose, that's simple. They clinch the group. So I don't think it's nothing where they need to win by so many points and all this shit. I know I'm not taking the Jazz here. I'm not messing around with the Jazz, man. But Thunder could literally do whatever the hell they want in this game, man. So it's a simple game for me. It's Thunder or I'm staying off the game. I'd lean Thunder there. Let's go over here to Dallas here. Mavs land 4 versus the Grizzlies. I don't know what to do with this game, man. The Grizzlies, I can't fade the Grizzlies. Grizzlies been they've been taking my money. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now they do ball out a lot better at the house. So simply put, Dallas clinches the wild card spot if they win, plus OKC loss, plus Portland loss. Well, OKC ain't losing. So the other scenario, Dallas win, plus they'll win the tiebreaker over Portland, second place team in West group. In order for Dallas to have a chance to win the tiebreaker over Denver and Memphis, Dallas must lose by less than 24 points in overtime. Whatever. I don't know. Some of this shit gets confusing. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I lean to the Mavs, and I'm probably not gonna get there. I'm telling myself I want to take Mavs -4. I know I'm not going official with it, even if I end up betting it, but I do lean to Mavs here -4. I want to take them, but the Grizzlies, like they've been red hot, but they have played 7 of their last 8 games at the house. That gives you an opportunity to get hot. You know what I'm saying? So when you play 7 of the last 8 in the spot that you really ball out in, they got Ja Morant, they got Desmond Bane, they got Marcus Smart back. This team is low key balling right now. Oh boy, this is 1 second. Hello. I'm gonna call you right back. You hear me? All right. Mavs land 4. I want to take the Mavs here, man. The Mavs have won 8 of their last 9 and 8-1 against the spread too. So they're balling as well, man. And they're at the crib. I think the Mavs been doing too much though. Honestly, yeah, no, definitely need Lively ruled in. This is what I don't like about the Mavs, and I've been saying this shit, and it's never caught up with them. Well, they still didn't cover versus the Blazers. They covered the late line. They didn't cover that 7 though. Bro, they've played 7 of their last 10 games on the road. I'm just wondering, when is this going to catch up with the Mavs? Kyrie said, I don't give a damn about none of that. Kyrie said, I don't care about none of that, man. None of that shit you talking about. 7 of the last 10 on the road. I don't give a damn. We balling on y'all. We balling on everybody y'all put in front of us, man. Spot versus Knicks. Horrible spot for the Mavs. Horrible spot. That game was supposed to look the other way around. Knicks supposed to be smoking. Guess what they did? Up by 20, quick, bro. I say, bro, what the fuck the Mavs on, man? They on some other stuff. So honestly, I can't bet against either one of these teams right now, to be honest with you, man. So I think that I'm staying off this game. I think I'm staying off this game. I lean Mavs minus the 4, but I'm off this. I'm off this one, man. I'm off this game. I'm not trying to mess with this game. I'm playing with fire there. Let's go over here to the streets of Phoenix here. Suns land 7.5 versus the Spurs in this particular game. Spurs it's crazy because these teams actually already, now that was last year that the Spurs and owned them boys, man. They had won 3 or 4 matchups last year. So Suns owed them one. And they got everybody back here. Y'all know me. I'm not betting against the Suns when they got their big 3 out there. I'm not doing it. Now I know that Nurkic is out, but that's what they got Plumlee for as well. Man, Tyus Jones, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, they better hope that the injury bug keep biting them. They better hope, because if this team gets like 20 games on their belt, 20 games consecutively, they better hope, bro. That's all I'm going to say, man. So I'm not betting against. You see them just going there and beat the Warriors, smack the Warriors up with no Bill and without Nurkic. Easy. And it's their 6th straight home game. Suns comfortable at the crib. Hadn't had to fly nowhere. Same gym, same balls, all that. You know what I'm saying? Same rims, all of that. They hadn't had to move anywhere. I think the Suns could do whatever they want here once again. Now, I do have in my head, I was kind of feeling like that the NBA wants Wemby in that NBA Cup. Like they want him in this semifinals. You see what I'm saying? So that's holding me off this game. That would actually lean for me to even take Spurs plus 7.5. But I think that there's even a possibility that the NBA could possibly want Wemby in there, which I think is very possible, man. Very possible. But let's look at the scenario. So San Antonio clinches the group with a win. If they win the game, they clinch the group. That's enough motivation to where, like, if I'm getting 7.5, you know what I'm saying? They really want to win the game, obviously, and they're getting 7.5. I don't want to bet against Suns, but I mean, shit. Let me see what Phoenix has to do. So Phoenix, they clinched the group with a win plus OKC loss. That's not happening. So clinched the group wild card spot with a win plus Portland loss, which Dallas lost plus Dallas loss. That's definitely a possibility. Then if the Phoenix wins plus win the tiebreaker over Portland and Dallas, then they can win as well. So that would means that Suns have all the incentive to blow the Spurs ass out by 30 something. So because their net rating, the tiebreaker is decided by your point differential, how much you've won the games. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what to do with this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I don't have a play on it. Suns want to win by as many as possible. Spurs have all the motivation, and I'm kind of leaning towards that the NBA wants Wemby in that NBA Cup. People don't really tell you shit like that. I'm conspiracy Jay. It's what I do. I sit up and think about this type of shit, man. It's what I do. It's who's made me who I am. You see what I'm saying? But I'm staying off this game. I guess if I absolutely had to bet it, I'd lean Spurs. They did play really well versus the Suns last year, but there was a different coach. Budenholzer's not BSing around. And they got Tyus Jones now, actual point guard, does not turn the ball over. Really tough game. I don't make habits of betting against the Suns, man. Chris Paul revenge game? No. They'll be all over Chris Paul's old ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's not good. That's not good. I fucked with my guy Teddy, but that's not good. Suns always 3 as favorites of more than 5 points. Now, that's a fact. They definitely don't be covering them spreads. Maybe Chris Paul wants NBA cover. He better, because that's the closest he gonna get to hey, that's the closest he gonna get to something. We never say a word there, Jordan. Yeah, Chris Paul better. He want to win that. That's gonna be the only banner Cuz gonna have. I'll tell you that right now. It's because he gonna get to a ring, Chris Paul. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs won the game. We're able to keep it close, honestly, but I'm off of it. This is a game that perplexes me, man. Kings Rockets. This is a line that I did not like to see that morning. You can come, baby. You can come down here. Kings. It's open Kings -1. Then went to Rockets win as high as Rockets -3. I wake up this morning, I'm seeing Kings -1.5. You feel me? So super fishy game. We know who's the better team. I know for me, I know who my money, like who I feel more comfortable with my money on. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I want to suggest that you guys probably don't even bet this game. My money's on Rockets here. I took them +1. It looked real good when them motherfuckers sit there -3. I was even possibly might come back on the King. You know what I'm saying? A little something, but Rockets don't really have a lot of motivation in this game. They have motivation because they want to win every game. Udoka really has these guys wired different. And that's kind of because I know that something's going on with the Kings. Last year, I believe it was 2 years ago, remember they came out hot. They was balling. They was upsetting everybody. The Fox, Sabonis, Malik Monk coming off the bench, Mike Brown, they were clicking. Shit was clicking. Something's not clicking this year. And I said this. I said, bro, does Fox want out? He did not. He could have had a contract extension over the summer. Now, he declined it because he could possibly get more money, especially if he makes all NBA teams. He can get a super max. But I'm also thinking, if Cubs want to stay in Sacramento, sometimes shit's not all about the money. You feel what I'm saying? As soon as I saw that he declined it, I said, does Fox want to leave Sacramento? We know that he's a great player. Shit, you go put Fox on somebody like the Heat or somebody. Go put Fox or somebody like shit. Like say if De'Aaron Fox is on somebody like the Bucks or somebody. Bro, gonna be going crazy. Let's think of somebody else. Say if De'Aaron Fox went to somebody like say if he was on the Rockets. Oh Lord, bruh. Crazy. What I'm saying is Fox, I think he's starting to realize he's a little bit too good for the mediocrity over there in Sacramento. You see what I'm saying? So even as good as they were still barely making a play-in or barely making the playoffs. I'm starting to think Fox might want out. Something's going on. Has to be. Because the way that they've started this year has been absolutely horrible. Look at some of these losses. They lost to the Spurs. They lost to the Blazers in a bounce-back spot versus the Blazers. Lost by 9. They did get smoked by OKC. That was a close game versus OKC. I can't say. Lost to the Nets as well. Lost at the house versus the Hawks, man. Barely beating the Jazz by 4 points at the house. You see what I'm saying? So this team is 3-7 straight up last 10. 2-8 against the spread. And I'm not lying, the sharp in me says that like they're trying to trap us with this Rockets game. You see what I'm saying? They are. I can only bet Rockets, man. This is one thing that I'm not doing this year. I'm not overthinking shit. I'm not doing it. Not taking Rockets here would be overthinking it. Now, at some point, the sharp sides are going to get back in, but like the public is the new sharp these days, man. Going with what you know, going with what you see. That sharp shit is like, all right, we got to try and catch it before it happens. That shit hadn't been happening. Trust me. The sharp sides in NFL, NBA have not been, sharps been getting their teeth kicked in. The public been cashing heavy. They're just going with the easy side. They're just going what they know. You know what? This team better know. I'm going to take that one. That shit been cashing. I took Rockets here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This game is fishy as hell. I don't know if somebody knows something. You see how this line that flipped back to the Kings. Super fishy game. It's still Rockets or nothing for me. And I'm not cashing out my bet or buying out. It's Rockets or nothing for me here. I'm on Rockets. I'm not gonna lie. I don't suggest you because I do sense fishy shit going on. I don't get a funny feeling about this game, but I could only look towards Rockets here, man. I'm not backing the Kings until I see these guys play some defense, showing that somebody outside of Fox can go crazy. You know what I'm saying? They got Malik Monk in the starting lineup now, but I guess he might be coming off the bench. He's questionable. I don't know. I'm not fucking with the Kings, not versus a hard-nosed team like the Rockets. I know that they don't need to win this game. I believe they've already clinched their group, but this team still wants to ball, man. They want to ball every chance they get. They're playing great defense. This team offense has a very high ceiling as well, and they're definitely a better defensive team here as well, man. Go put Dylan Brooks or put Thompson ass on De'Aaron Fox. Try to slow him down. I like the Rockets. I can't talk you off staying off this game. Let's go over here to Denver here, man. Couple more games. Nuggets laying 5. Draymond likely not playing in this one. I wanted the Warriors. Warriors are going to be my 5th play today. They're coming off a few bad losses. They've lost 4 straight games. They've lost 7 straight to the Nuggets. They've been getting absolutely owned by the Nuggets. I do think that the Warriors are due to bounce back here pretty soon. They're coming off a 4-game losing streak. We've heard Steph say something about the knee and all that other shit. I think that I mean, obviously the Nuggets have been struggling as well. I mean, shit, they haven't won back-to-back games in their last 8 games. They've been struggling. They just lost a game versus the Clippers, a very winnable game. We're struggling versus the Jazz before they blew that game open. Got fucking smoked. They got railroaded by the Knicks, 145-118. How do you let that happen at the house? They lost 120-123 at the house versus the Mavs with no Luka Doncic as well. Who else? Who else? So I mean, they're only 4-6 against spread last 10. I'm not betting the Nuggets here. They're due to bounce back as well. They do play better at the house. I still think the Warriors got the dogs, have the defensive capabilities to keep it close with this with the Nuggets. Guys like Buddy Hield, like they have better shooters. Steph Curry, Buddy Hield. When I'm watching the Nuggets, their offense damn near looks broken sometimes. It damn near looks broken. So I'm not fucking with them. I'm only looking at the Warriors here. I'm not lying to you. I'll keep it straight. I'll keep it a buck with y'all, or 1,000, as the youngsters say. You see what I'm saying? I have money on Warriors plus 2.5. This is a spot that I really wanted. That happened before they said that Draymond was unlikely to play. He's doubtful. So he's officially listed as questionable, could possibly play, but Steve Kerr himself said that he's closer to doubtful. I still think that the Warriors can hang with this team, man. They've been losing for a while. This year, there's nothing like that. The Nuggets aren't bad, but they're definitely not as good as they were last year or the year before that. You see what I'm saying? The Warriors have actually shown that they're playing better than they have in the past couple of years. Remember, the Warriors are pissed off. They missed the playoffs last year. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, yeah, they missed the playoffs entirely last year. I think that's been the fuel that's pissed them off a little bit going into this season. Nuggets don't look the same. Warriors coming off 4 straight losses, coming off a bad loss as well. I know they got a bad taste in their mouth. Well, it was that one versus the Nets was a bad taste. Then they lost versus the Thunder, didn't have Steph in there, and then they lost versus the Suns as well. It's a tough game, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that the Warriors are the spot. It's obviously not a great spot without Draymond. It's a tough game. If you like the Nuggets, don't let me talk you off, especially at the house. But I think that the Warriors could possibly still win this game outright. I still think that it's a possibility, man. Last game, let's go over here to Clippers. Clippers laying 8.5 versus the Blazers. They could smoke them. Let me see real quick. So Clippers, they clinched the wild card spot if they win in regulation. Plus the OKC, I was gonna stop doing that OKC loss shit. It's not fucking happening. In order for let me see. So Portland clinches the wild card spot with the win. Then they have to win like the tiebreaker and shit. I'm not messing with this game. I'm not betting Clippers games, guys. I'm sorry. First off, they are playing some good basketball. I'll give them credit. I think they've been playing over their head, but they've been playing some good ball. If I bet on them, they're gonna screw me off. Let me bet against them though. And then you see them come back in games like that versus the Nuggets. That game had me so fucking pissed, man. Because the Nuggets literally just act like they forgot how to play basketball. Shit pissed me off. The offense was horrible. If it wasn't for Jokic, they wouldn't even lost by 4 points. So I'm not messing with the Clippers. I think this is a rule of myself. I just got to stay off Clippers games. I don't know what I'm going to get from it. Sometimes you have that team where they just going to fuck you off no matter what. Whether you bet them, you bet on them. They're going to find a way to fuck you. So I'm not messing with Clippers games. I'm staying off of them. So sorry, I have nothing on this game, man. But let me get out of here. These are my looks for today, man. I wanted to take Warriors, man. I wanted to take Warriors. Like, don't take this personally. I keep it 100, y'all. I do need the Warriors plus 2.5 to come through for me. It's not looking so good now. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially without Draymond. But that was gonna be my 5th play. I really like the Warriors in spot. I was actually at the spot circle. I had the spot circle, bro. I said plus 2.5, money line plus 120. Yes, give me that. Then this old ass motherfucker Draymond looking like grandpa and shit out there. Damn near turning into Santa Claus with the white beard. Now he want to get out of this shit, man, motherfuckers. But I still think the Warriors got a squad to hang with them, man. I still think so. And it could possibly even be Warriors first half. You know what? It would probably be Warriors first half because full 48, that's enough time for the Draymond loss to show up. But for the first 24, I think they can hang with them, man. I think they did that earlier this year as well, didn't they? They hadn't played the Nuggets so far this year, but I think that first half could still be a Warrior spot. But let me go to the main spots here, man. So I'm on Pistons plus the 4. I'm on Pacers full game minus 1.5 and money line, and I'm taking first half as well minus the 1. And I'm also taking. I do have Rockets in my pocket. Fishy game, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably stay off this shit. That's just me honest. I mean, I'm telling you what I got my money on. I got my money on 5 plays. Pistons +4, Pacers full game -1.5 and money line. And I'm taking first half -1. And I do have Rockets +1 in my pocket, and I do need the Warriors +2.5. Like I said, I wouldn't bet those last 2 games. I would just go with what you know. Don't listen to me. I'm just telling you what my money's on. I do think Warriors first half could be a little bit better look. Than the full game, just because it's a lot shorter time period. So this will be my looks on every single game. If I'm betting Wizards Cavs, I would be taking Wizards first half +10.5, definitely off that one. Sixers versus Hornets, I lean Sixers there -4.5 for the full game. I do. I'm on Pistons +4 in my pocket. I'm on Pacers full game spread and money line and first half -1. If I had to bet Magic Knicks, I would probably take Magic team total under, or the full game under. Thunder Jazz, Thunder or nothing for me. Thunder first quarter, first half, full game, or nothing for me. That's why I lean in that one. Mavs Grizzlies, don't want to fade either one of these teams. I do lean to the Mavs if Lively comes back. We know Luka's already back. Kyrie should be back as well. If Lively plays, I do lean to the Mavs there -4. If I had to bet Spurs Suns, oh boy, I'd probably bet Spurs +7.5, but I'm off of it. I'm on Rockets +1. Super fishy game. I'm going to be pissed the hell off if the Kings choose this spot to get back. But I just think the Rockets are just a much tougher team, man. Better coach, tougher, better shot makers, better defense by far. I had to take the Rockets there, man. But super fishy game, guys. I'm telling you right now. I'm like, Rockets going from -3 to +1.5. Like, shit, somebody must know something. So I'd probably stay off, man. I want y'all to make money, not lose money, especially not donate to the fucking bookies. But Warriors, I would probably bet Warriors first half there. I think that's the best look in that game. Nothing on the Clippers game for me, guys. That's the show, man. Not feeling the best, but we powered through, man. I didn't cough that much. You see what I'm saying? I didn't cough that much to the in the show, man. But I'm trying to get this cash tomorrow, man. I'm trying to get this cash. That's a fact. I'm definitely trying to get this cash. I can't wait to watch these games tonight. I need to hit the gym. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it, man. I probably need to rest up and shit, man. So trying to make some money today, though, man. Trying to make some money. I really feel strongly about Pistons, Pacers, and low-key Philly as well. Pushing P today, man. Not the bad one, but we pushing P with these plays. You know what I'm saying? But I like these spots today. I love them. Let's get this cash. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Thanks for listening to my little story at the beginning of the show, man. I might have to start doing some motivational speeches and shit, man. You see what I'm saying? But it's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to all the members as well. It's all love. If y'all can, hit the like button one time for the one time. If I have a good spot for tomorrow, I'll go live again tonight, man. So it won't be that late, but y'all hit the like button one time for the one time. Let's try to get 700 likes on the show, man, and try to, you know what I'm saying, translate into some wins. Go download the Action Network app. You can go follow me on Twitter. It's Us Against The Bookies. Let's notice the patterns. Let's follow our instincts. Do not have any regrets, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this cash, man. We out. Y'all have a great day, man. Win some money out there.